Tishomingo County Braves basketball. Starters being introduced. And Baldwin in there, like the girls in their road red uniforms with the white numbers and the white trim. Braves in their home whites. We're sure probably the usual suspects. Especially, I think, one thing is, even with those games over the weekend, you've gave another week pretty much since then for Markle to heal up on that ankle, too.
Yeah.
Coming off a big game, our last broadcast that we did was Casey McNutt, 3 dunks in that game.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive.
Including one over somebody that he got fouled on. That's one I wish I could go back and run the video back and get a picture of that.
Yeah, what is he, like 5'8", 5'9" at the most?
Yeah, he was up there now. He was off the floor, no doubt. So also, you've got Chase Booker along with Dusty Robertson, and of course the Graydon Markle we already talked about, and back also Quentin Qualls, who's been, I think he's been in concussion protocol.
Yeah, and I noticed he played at the Alcorn Central tournament, doing his normal thing. Q hitting the threes.
So all the starters are back and healthy right now, and they will take on this athletic Baldwin Bearcat team. And they don't even try as Markle.
That's unusual.
Short guy up there jumping against Markle didn't even try. So Graydon got the tip, and Braves got the ball. Out front, Booker down the lane, lost the ball, picked up by Baldwin, and quickly a foul on Booker.
Yeah. Don't need to get Chase in foul trouble. Going to need him.
That's a frustration foul as he lost the ball and then fouled the guy that took it from him.
Chase is one of those guys you need on the floor for as much as you can get him.
Absolutely. So Baldwin with the ball going right to left here. Pull up 3 on the way short, and rebound is going to go all the way out of bounds and halfway up the girls' locker room.
That was a long rebound.
And see, all the retired coaches over just watched it go. Nobody moved. Nobody was going to help a man out.
Hey, I will give Coach Louie credit. He made a sack of cookies. I know you don't eat the sweetened kind. I've been sitting there and eat this whole bag of
Michael
cookies.
had Coach Riddick's cookies for lunch.
He is the cookie.
He's the
cookie cooker.
Cookie King and the Raccoon Whisperer. That's his job now that he's retired. No score early on. Braves with the ball out front. Q going to fire up a 3. No good. And rebound. Fought. Markle got it. Had a shot. No good. Finally, Baldwin with the rebound. And now Qualls knocks it loose. They get it down low. Boy, it's just a scramble out there right now. Braves doing a good job even keeping them from getting a shot off. And they do get a shot off, and it's an air ball rebounded by the Braves. Booker up the middle of the floor. Picks it out to Qualls in the left wing. Now they change places. He goes to the right. Feeds Robertson. Robertson backdoor pass. What a pass, and a layup is good by Chase Booker.
What a look, man, a bounce pass in traffic, and it found its target.
Nobody was looking at him, so he took advantage of it and just almost like he bounced between their legs. Only one looking for the ball was Chase, and he got the basket. Almost 2 minutes in, and the first basket is by the Braves. And now a pass down low, shot no good. They're going over Markle's back. They don't get the call, but the Braves still get the rebound. Robertson to the goal, shot no good. Had his own rebound, gets it back. Now feeds Markle back out. What good ball movement that time. And they find an open wing, 3 on the way, no good.
Man, McNutt, that went all the way down in the cylinder and came back out.
Low scoring here, early going. Baldwin feeds down low. Braves good hands. Markle battling down there. Straight up hands. Boy, that's good defense by the Braves. And finally a drive and a left-handed layup is good. First basket of the game is by Hayes for Baldwin. So 2-2, 5:25 to go here in the first quarter. McNutt now feeds it, and Markle comes out past the three-point line. Now he finds McNutt in the corner. Now to Booker. Chase off a screen. Gives it up. Qualls now back out. Robertson left wing. Kind of like they got the triangle going over on that left side.
Yeah, you're right.
That's the old Chicago Bulls offense.
Absolutely.
Now they swap it to the right side, and Qualls gets an open 3, and too strong. Markle with the rebound. He finds McNutt. He
double clutch.
Double clutch while he was in the air and then banked it in. What a shot.
A good look there by Markle to find McNutt there standing alone on the block. Ooh, near steal.
The Braves lead by 2. Left wing, almost halfway through this first quarter. Baldwin circles out front.
Good defense by the Braves.
You know, and Baldwin they don't get in a hurry. And now there's a foul, I think, is going on Qualls.
Robinson, they say.
Oh, it's 20. I thought he gave a 1 and a 0, or just a 1.
First on Robinson, second on the Braves.
You know, Baldwin runs a very, very deliberate offense as they get it on baseline. Shot is up and good by Ewing. That his name ain't Patrick. that could be tough on Markle. So we're tied at 4 with 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Markle now to another number 4. Got 4s are wild. Now to Robertson. Looking for a backdoor cut and went through McNutt's hands.
Yeah, a lot of motion offense there by the Braves. Had McNutt wide open on the block. That's the shot they're looking for. Just couldn't get his hands on it.
So half of the quarter is gone and is tied at 4. Offense at a premium right now. Down the lane, left-hand layup, no good. Rebound put back up and in. All right, right now Ewing is getting the best.
Yeah,
inside.
Got to put a body on him and block him out. He's killing us on the boards.
McNutt up the floor, feeds in the corner. Robertson for 3, air ball, and the rebound is going to go off of Markle and go out of bounds.
Braves kind of hit a little drought here on the offensive side.
Again, even though they played last weekend, they've still had almost a week off.
Yep.
So it's a work in progress right now. 3 from the corner on the way is good, and Baldwin is taking a 5-point lead. It is 9-4. They're on a 7-0 run right now.
Yeah, Braves need to answer right here. You know, we hadn't hit a 3-pointer yet. I think we only shot 1.
Robinson in the left wing, now out. Booker wanted to drive. Good job Baldwin defensively. Booker backed his way in. Boy, a lot of contact down low, no call. And now going to the goal and slamming one home is Craven, and the Braves are going to have to take a timeout. I did not see that coming.
No, I didn't either. I thought that's going to be a wide open layup and do two-handed slam.
So Raymond Craven, a 6-foot guard, just a junior, with a two-handed dunk to give Baldwin a 7-point lead, and they're on a 9-0 run here in the early part of this game. We'll keep it right here.
Yeah, Braves got to adjust here. Figure out a way to score. Baldwin did a good job of sweeping. Braves run a lot of motion on offense. A lot of screen, a lot of motion. Baldwin doing a good job of switching off. See what adjustments that Coach Parsons make here to try to get somebody open and get a good-looking shot and get it to fall.
Yeah, you hope you start getting some calls. Look, I mean, there's been a lot of contact down low. Baldwin has no fouls.
Absolutely,
yet. Yep. So you hope that balances out like it usually does.
Yeah.
So Braves bring it in the left wing. McNutt now feeds Markle. Not Markle. They fooled me and brought one in on me. I didn't get it. Barnes, yeah. Well, when you look out there and you're only used to seeing one big guy, and then all of a sudden there's 2 out there, and you just assume that one of them was still Markle.
Yeah, when you said he was firing up a 3, I thought, wow.
Yeah, I was shocked myself. That made me look at the roster again. I thought he's done changed jerseys. Minute 55 to go, first quarter. Baldwin with that 7-point lead and the ball. And then throw it away. Good defense that time by Chase Booker, forced the turnover.
Man, it's been a long time since the Braves have scored.
It has. It has been a few minutes.
Full court pressure by Baldwin. Back off of it now.
McNutt crosses half court. Comes out here, gets a high ball screen from Markle. Off the screen, pull up 3, good.
There, gonna get him going. Did he get Kaysen going?
First 3 of the night for the Lady Braves. Listen to me. for the Braves.
He's got 5 of the 7.
And that cuts the lead back down to 4. Maybe that gets the offense going. Ball in the corner. Now dump it down low. Spin. Double team from the Braves. Barnes comes out to play the ball. Now he gives it up. Pair of threes out front battling. Feed in the open left wing. Now back to open right wing. Again, that deliberate offense. They're in no hurry. They drive. Had an easy look at a shot. Shot it too hard. Braves rebounded the basketball on the far side. Under a minute to go here in the first. Low scoring quarter. Pull up Kaysen for 3. No good. Baldwin with the rebound.
Yeah, good look there by Kaysen. Just couldn't get it to go.
See if Baldwin tries to hold for the last shot of the quarter. Down to 25 seconds, and they lead by 4. Ooh, they almost threw it away. A little miscommunication, a good recovery that time by Grice to track it down before it went into the Braves bench. 13 seconds since Craven with the ball being guarded closely by Booker. Boy, that could be a 5-second call.
Honestly, don't know why it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, good defense.
Pass down low. They never did get a shot off.
Good defense. Good, just in-your-face defense there by the Braves to halt that at the buzzer.
So the first quarter comes for the Crows, and the Braves, who led at one time early, find themselves down here at the end of one by a score of 11-7. We'll send it back to the studio for about a 30-second break. When we come back, we'll have second quarter action. Listen to Braves basketball.
On Fun 91.
Welcome back to Braves basketball. 1 quarter in the books here in the boys game. Ball went down early. Come back to take a 4-point lead there at the end of 11-7. That'll start the quarter with the ball. Braves have made 1 substitution, and now they've Ashton Johnson in the game now. So
brought in a super sub.
Yep. See, and, usually things get
something happens.
Things get going when Ashton comes in. So we'll see if he can slow them down and get our offense on track. 11-7. Baldwin. Braves that man-to-man. Baldwin, they get in no hurry. I mean, they just work the ball, and then they get a shot, and they miss the shot, and the Braves with a rebound. So Booker got the rebound, got the ball. He's going to the goal. Strong shot. No good. Just cannot buy one.
Man, right everything looked good except it didn't go in.
Just rolled around and back out. And now good hands by the Braves to steal the ball on the other end.
Yeah, got to turn this into points right here.
Down the lane. Now kick out. Johnson, left wing. Now to McNutt. Off a screen. Tell you one thing, Baldwin has, they on defense, they have active hands.
Very much.
They're lucky they still hadn't picked up a foul. There's a 3 from Q on the way, no good, and Baldwin with the rebound.
Got to get him hot. No, he's a streak shooter.
Give and go. Shot. Good. Good mid-range jump shot that time by Hayes. And the lead goes back to 6. That matches the biggest lead for the Bearcats. McNutt crosses half court. Gives it up to Barnes. Now to Johnson. Got a backdoor cutter as he feeds it down low, and they finally. Did he call it a jump ball?
I couldn't see it. I was blocked. I guess so, because the Braves are on inbounds.
Let's see if they swap the arrow over there at the table when they throw it in.
I couldn't tell if he called it out of bounds or a jump ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. It looked like he gave the like 2 thumbs up like it's a jump ball.
Well, we got a shoelace problem here by Baldwin. I think they finally got that taken care of.
That Duncan messed up his shoes a while ago. Braves get it in. Yep, it was a jump ball. They changed the arrow, and the Braves miss another shot in close. So offense is on the struggle bus right now.
Got to get that going soon.
Boy, there's about 14 steps in the lane, no call, and now they call another jump ball. What is the deal? And this time the ball stays with Baldwin. Back in the day, you had to really tie up the ball to get a jump ball.
Yeah, not just like a half a second. Yeah.
I mean, if you touch the ball and the other guy's holding it now, they're giving you a jump ball, and now we got a timeout. Baldwin's going to take a timeout. give him time. Another shoe problem. We got shoe problems everywhere. 5:57 to go here in the first half. Braves trying to get the offense on track. Trail by 6 here with 6 minutes to go in the first half. We'll pause for 30 seconds. You're listening to Braves basketball. That's 7 points, and offense is struggling right now.
Yep.
The Baldwin throws it in. Into the front court. And now whistling a foul. I think that's going to go on Ashton. Yep. So Ashton picks up his first foul. First team foul on the Braves this quarter, and now there's a steal, and the Braves going the other way.
You fumble your pen
I lost my pen. Now the Braves lost the ball, and now going the other way, give and go. Layup is good. You know, you might be to that position where you might want to just, like, take everybody out and bring in 5 more and let them think about it a minute, and then bring the others back in. Ball in the corner, Booker. Now back out front. Johnson passes up a 3. Going down the lane. Floater, no good. Baldwin's getting every loose ball and every rebound, too. Bad enough you're not shooting the ball well, but then you're not getting rebounds either.
Yeah, nothing really going to Braves' way right now.
3-pointer from the corner is an air ball, and Booker's going to track it down for the Braves. You know, we hadn't shot free throws. That's usually how you get your offense going, but we're not getting any foul calls. Johnson give and go back out front. Booker left wing. Slowing it down. 4:43 to go here in the first half. Braves stuck on 7 points. And now they call a foul. There's been 100 fouls that were worse than that. But we'll take it. First foul in the game against Baldwin.
And it comes with 4:38 to go in this first half?
Yeah, so we played a whole first quarter and half a second quarter before they call 1 foul. The Braves take the ball in the backcourt. Cross half court, feed the right wing. Now give and go. McNutt feeds down low to Markle. Again, back to McNutt. His shot up and good. Now, there was some good ball movement finally by the Braves, and they finally got a shot to go.
Again, McNutt got 7 of the 9. Braves got to get some other players involved.
Pass down low, they're going to say kicked by Johnson out of bounds. If we had a shot clock, we'd have to reset it.
You know, and they've had good looks. It's one of those deals where the ball just hadn't gone in a lot of times. Just bounced around, rolled around, fell off.
At least they got off at 7.
Yeah, I got tired of looking at that thing.
Me too. 15-9, 6-point lead for Baldwin.
And then you got that.
They got one of those shots that climb the rim.
How did it even go in? Yeah.
Kind of like I'm still trying to figure out how that one Taz shot earlier went in. That kind of looked like that.
Oh, good ball handling there by Kaysen.
It's an 8-point lead now. That is the biggest lead of the game for Baldwin. There's one of them plays where your heart jumps up and you throw because they were coming this way.
I was looking 3 seconds in the future and saw myself laying over here on my back.
Pass down low is kicked by Baldwin, and that'll be Braves basketball. They're trying to get it down low. They had Johnson posted up on the block. Let's see what the Braves pull out of the hat here. Still 3:44 to go in the half. Ball comes in. McNutt, 3 short. Rebound is going to be whistled and knocked out of bounds by Robertson, I think.
I've just now noticed how many players that Baldwin has on the bench and sitting off the bench.
Yeah, they and I noticed that when I was printing their roster. Look, it's a 2-pager.
They got 7 players that won't fit on the bench. They're just kind of curled around the corner there.
Well, you know, I don't generally. I mean, you know, you go up to jersey number 30 on the front page of this roster. I had to print out a second page, and I have to flip it over. It's kind of like a play call sheet in a football game. They got numbers that go all the way up to 40.
Oh, me. That or a Denny's menu.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that, too.
So we got timeout on the floor here, 30-second timeout.
Problem here is nobody came to take our order. All right, timeout on the floor. Braves trailing 17-9, and it was a 11-7. So,
I mean, think about this. I don't know. We had a game this year where the Braves only scored 9 points just at this point in the game.
I mean,
Baldwin's playing really good defense. Don't get me wrong, but the Braves just hadn't got anything to fall.
I could go back and look. There might be one. And there's games where we've held the other team to that. But whether, we only scored the Itawamba. No, it's not Itawamba. Not sure who that. Oh, Ingomar. The Ingomar game.
Yeah.
We only scored 8 in the first quarter.
Right.
But we only got 9, and we're almost to halftime.
Right. Yeah. That's been a offensive struggle so far for the Braves.
And Baldwin with the ball and that 8-point lead. And again, like I said, you can't get too far behind because they run that offense. They get in no hurry, so they eat up a lot of clock every possession. And there's a shot, and then they get the rebound. They're getting to every loose ball right now.
Right now the Braves just getting a little bit out-hustled. And normally it's the other way around. Normally we're the ones getting the 50-50 ball.
So still 2:50 to go first half, 17-9. Braves had 2 points in this quarter. They're running off screen. Now there's a spin move in the lane and go to the left hand and bank it in.
And the opposite of that is Baldwin's got to be shooting a pretty high percentage.
When they shoot, but they don't take a lot of shots.
I know it, yep.
10-point lead. Braves got to find their offense. Looking, Markle posting up down low, try to get it to him. And they throw it over his head, and the ball is intercepted, and Baldwin going the other way. And then Baldwin throws it away as one of the players for Baldwin goes into the retired coaches section, and that's dangerous because, their reflexes are a little slower now. You may not get caught. You could just crash into the wall over there. By the time they figure out you're coming there, it's over.
Oh, man.
The Braves down by 10 with the ball. Still 2 minutes to go in the half. Off the dribble. Braves just even offensively the sets just and there's a travel on.
Yeah, Ashton kind of took a couple steps before he took the first dribble, and they're going to call him with a walk. Even when we're not shooting the ball, the offense, the movement and the flow just looks off. Yeah. And again, credit Baldwin for a lot of that because they're playing really good, like you said, just hands defense. I mean, they got quick hands.
And they're not getting called. They're going to keep doing that as long as you're not calling fouls on them.
It's really kind of disrupting the Braves on the offensive end.
They do a good job breaking the press, and they get it down low. The big man gets the basket.
Yeah, Braves come with the press, trying to do something different to get a turnover and an easy bucket. But Baldwin takes advantage of it.
It is 21-9. Braves have 2 points in this quarter. Robertson has a shot blocked from behind. That was Craven with the block. He's the one that dunked the ball, and now a shot on the other and just sits on the rim and falls off. Braves get the rebound. Need a point right here. Need a basket bad. 3 on the way, no good. And Braves outnumbered under the goal big time as Baldwin gets the rebound. Drive baseline, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Qualls. Quentin picks up the foul.
It's his first, team second this quarter.
Kind of like you said, Darren, they weren't going to call any fouls during that second half of that girls' game. They're not calling a lot of fouls in any part of this boys' game.
You are exactly right.
Shot up, no good. Rebound, put back up and in. Braves getting killed on the glass. It is 23-9. Ball in the right wing. Booker drives through the lane, pull-up jumper, shots blocked. Knocks him to the floor, no call.
Yeah, every shot in the lane is blocked, contested well by Baldwin. Braves just can't get anything clean inside.
Baldwin may try to hold for the last shot here as we're down to 20 seconds to go in the half, and they lead 23-9. They don't have to be in any hurry. Of course, and then also, again, if you're Baldwin and you're only up, you're still up 14, but if the Braves wake up and start knocking down some shots, they can erase a 14-point lead in a hurry. Here comes all kinds of double teams. They're going to call a foul at the buzzer. It's not going to matter because it's a non-shooting foul, so he just waves it off. So the horn sounds to end. You just say it like it is, an ugly first half.
It was probably one of the Braves just a combination of Baldwin's defense and the Braves just couldn't get a shot to fall. Looked kind of a little bit just almost frustrated on offense because they can't get anything going. But look for the Braves and Coach Parsons to make some adjustments at halftime. I mean, defensively, you've held them at 23. A good defensive night, so far for the Braves. Just got to get the offensive side going.
Yeah, Braves are outscored 12-2 in the second quarter.
Wow. And really, I mean, again, of the 9 points, you got Case of McNutt with 7 of them.
All right, we're going to send it back to the studio for halftime. When we come back in about 10 minutes, we'll have second half action. Listen to Braves basketball.
Home Fun 91.
Welcome back to Braves basketball. Braves with the ball all the way to the goal. Layup, good, and they're going to call a charge. Wow. That's not. There's no way you're squared up right there. Not at the angle he's coming from.
Is that going to be on Chase, I guess, his second?
Second on Chase. Chase, I mean, he took it strong to the goal, got the layup. It should have been a defensive foul, and they call the blocking. It's our fault for talking about blocking fouls.
Ooh, near steal.
Almost a run through by Robertson, and then a three is good. Boy, that's just the way things go.
I mean, you would have had a breakaway layup for that one. It turns into a 3-point for Baldwin.
Craven has got a dunk and a three.
Braves in a crucial point right here. It's down 17 as we start the second half. Can't let this thing get too far. Much more ahead of them.
Lost the ball. Almost went out of bounds. Tell you what, Baldwin is just.
Yeah, their defensive pressure is pretty impressive.
The Braves are just out of sync too. Where they were clicking, making like that pass right there that just went out of bounds. That would have been right to the person who would have got the layup. But now we're not even getting a shot out of these. A lot of lost possessions, wasted trips. And when you're down 17, you can't give up wasted opportunities when you don't even get a shot.
Yeah.
6.5 to go.
And the way Baldwin runs their offense so patiently, you're not going to get many opportunities.
That's what I'm saying. They're not in a hurry. They're up 26-9. They don't have to be in a hurry. Ooh, got away with a travel right there. And they pulled up. They kick it off again to Craven. Now back out front. It is a deliberate pace in this game, to say the least. Left wing. Now back out, top of the circle. It's almost, and it's not that offense, but that Princeton offense where they just kind of lull you into that false sense.
And the next thing you know, they got a layup.
Yeah, that's kind of the principle here. And they're eating a lot of time off this clock, too. And they take it to the goal. Layup missed. Tip no good. And finally, Markle with the rebound. I mean, you gave up 2 shots. You got the rebound. And then Braves go the other end and score, and now they're going to take a timeout.
Yeah, I think probably what the coach will come in, you got to try to find some kind of pressure because you can't let Baldwin run off a minute and a half on every possession.
Not when you're still down 15 points.
Yeah, so I think we're going to come up with some kind of defensive pressure that Coach Parsons wants to try here. It's a full timeout.
All right, 5:22 to go, third quarter. Braves down by 15, back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Braves basketball.
Home Fun 91.
Basketball. 5:22 to go, third quarter. Braves have struggled offensively. Defense not bad. You've held your opponent to 26 points. That's good. Of course, again, what we talk about is the offense for Baldwin does not put up a lot of shots. They're very selective on what they're going to do, and they eat a lot of clock before they actually take a first shot.
Yeah, I mean, they really shorten the game when you think about it.
It'll be Baldwin's ball coming out of the timeout, and they're going long, and Braves got beat behind. All the way to the goal. Layup is good.
We don't
got to make you feel like you wasted a timeout right there.
We came with the pressure, but Baldwin beat it right out of the gate.
That's kind of like a hot read in football.
Yeah.
We blitzed and they sent somebody along and we didn't cover him. Booker for 3, no good. Markle can't get the rebound. He's down there trying to rebound by himself. 3 guys for Baldwin he's up against.
And all of our threes are coming up short.
Shot up, no good. And a foul is going to be called. So Baldwin's going to go to the line. It's going to be another Craven. We got 2 of those Cravens.
3. Oh, there's 2 of them.
Yeah, this is Carter Craven, and the other one was Raymond.
They look a lot alike.
Yep, I can see
I'm going to say they're brothers. What do you think?
I believe you're
or
safe.
Cousins at the.
I believe you're safe to say that. The one at the line is only in the 8th grade, too.
You're kidding me.
Nope.
Well, how tall is he?
Let's see. They got him listed at 5'10".
Nope, he's 6 foot at least.
Well, that's probably grown a couple inches over the holidays. You know, you said our players look taller. And they finally called a foul. There's bodies everywhere. They finally called a foul on Baldwin.
We ain't got many of them.
So going to the line will be Chase Booker. This is the first free throw.
First free throw of the night
for the Braves. And they are Boyce Hollingsworth State Farm free throws. First one is no good. Been so long, I think we forgot how to shoot free throws. Chase back at the line. He's got another one. Braves down by 19. Next one. That one did everything but go out, and it went in.
Even our shots that go in really don't want to go in, it looks like. They're just rolling around and finally drop in. When the whole team is just cold when it comes to scoring.
Here comes a double team in the backcourt. Baldwin does a good job of breaking the press, getting into the front court. Now they pass down low, and then they get an easy layup. And a whistle.
Something against Baldwin.
22 red delay game warning.
Oh, because he got the ball out of the net. Yeah, he can't do that.
He's an 8th grader. We can overlook it. The Braves get it in, down by 20 now. Largest lead of the game for Baldwin. Braves moving around. Qualls for three. It's an air ball.
That's just, in one shot, that's kind of been the picture of the game today for the Braves.
Yep, there's a shot on the other end, no good. Rebound, put back up, no good. They get the rebound again. Kick it back out. Craven now goes to the top of the circle. Got his, we're going to say his brother. Some kin folks to him down there on the blocks. We've already seen dunks and everything else out of him. And now he takes the ball in the left wing, gives it up. They want to feed it down low as they do. Spin move, shot up and no good. Rebound, and it's saved by the Braves, but right to the Baldwin player. Another shot, no good. Again, a loose ball. It's going to go out of bounds. And they're going to say last touched off the foot of Qualls, and it's still Baldwin's basketball.
Yeah, Markle's going to check back in for Qualls. Try to have a couple of big bodies in there to get some rebounds maybe.
Yeah, they're killing us on the boards right now. And now the tip, watch out, and jump ball.
Tell you what, if that would have been coming, there was no way we were going to survive that. It was just bodies headed our way.
Well, they pulled up before they ran over the crowd.
That's
so surely
true.
They could have pulled up before they ran over us.
They may have saw that pad and thought, oh, that's a soft landing.
Yeah. Maybe for them, not for us.
Absolutely.
Missed shot. Braves get the rebound. Three on the way. Good. Maybe that'll get them going.
Tell you what, Kason McKnight
he's got what? How many? 12 of our 15?
Yep.
That's amazing, isn't it? Baldwin, left wing, three on the way, short. And they go over the back of Markle, but they tipped it out to the Braves going all the way to the goal, and there's a goaltending call.
Sure, they're going to get the foul, and I think they want the goaltending.
Oh, they're going to give them 2 shots.
I thought the bucket should have counted.
Yeah, he went up and got that when it was coming down.
Yeah. But they're just going to call it on the shot, and that'll put Chase at the line for 2.
So Chase Booker, 2 free throws coming up. First one, no good.
Man.
The shooting struggles continue for the Braves. All free throws brought to you by Boyce Hollingsworth State Farm. And hadn't been many of them tonight from the Braves. And he hits the second one. So 1 or 2 from the line for Chase. Leads down to 16. So you're still in the third quarter. You've trimmed away 4. Oh, good hands that time, but he knock it right to a Baldwin player who lays it up. No good. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up and in, and draws the foul. Wow. I mean, he's falling down when he threw that shot up and it went in.
I mean, that's just kind of the night. You know, I mean, Baldwin's having that kind of day where their shots, good or bad, are going in, and the Braves can't even get the good ones to fall for them.
So the lead goes back to 18. You know, you trim some of it off. And now they got to put it right back close to where it was. At the free throw line, Ewing, his shot, no good. That Boyce Hollingsworth State Farm free throw miss is rebounded by Barnes. You know, Barnes could get hot from three-point line. Somebody's going to have to find a heater. And we thought it may have been McNutt, but he shoots an air ball, and quickly ball went up the floor, goes all the way for a dunk. Just straight up two-handed flush by Jalen Ewing.
Yeah, he was just standing flat-footed on the goal and did that. That was what grade's he in? He looks kind of young to me.
Let's see, Ewing, he's in the third grade. Oh, me. Baseline shot by McNutt is good. Now they got Ewing still listed as a sophomore, so I mean he's still got a couple years to go.
Yeah.
Minute 35 to go, third quarter. 36-18. Baldwin with the ball to the goal, shot up and in. Baldwin heating up right now. They kind of took the blinders off their offense too. They're not delaying like they did.
No, it's just score.
McNutt shot up, no good. Rebound Barnes, and he's going to be fouled.
Good job there by
Craven.
By Thomas Barnes battling for the rebound. Just the third team foul on Baldwin, so we'll inbound from under the basket.
Markle's going to come out, and Ashton Johnson's going to come back in. Baldwin's going to a bigger lineup. We went to a bigger lineup. They matched us and went to a bigger lineup. And now the pass in is knocked out of bounds. Braves will throw it in again.
Yeah, they got big guys on the floor, and they got big guys waiting to come in on the bench.
And then you got big guys sitting on the floor over here too.
They don't even rate a seat yet.
Amazing. You know, you got 40 people over there sitting on the floor, and we got eighth graders out here dunking basketball. Drive, baseline, shot good. Casey McNutt.
16 points. 16 of the 20 points is Casey McNutt.
Good hands that time by the Barnes, but Baldwin tracks down the loose ball. That's the other thing. They're getting to all the loose balls.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, sometimes you just have one of those.
Not that one, though. It's McNutt. Let's see what he does. And he almost lost it on the way up, so we'll just call that a fingertip roll instead of a dunk.
But his hand was inside the rim.
It was. Braves try to get back. And good hands by Johnson, but he stepped out of bounds, but he did save the basket.
What hustle there by Ashton Johnson. He hit another gear, the big guy did, and said, no snowbird right now.
Yeah,
no
not
snowbird.
in my house.
Good hustle.
And almost saved it in.
Yeah.
So ball want to throw it in. Maybe Braves hoping maybe they have found the right combination of 5 players as they have started to score a little bit. But again, Baldwin all the way to the goal, slams another one home. Ewing dunks him with ease, don't he?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. I mean, this ain't no. There's a 3 outside, no good. Rebound to Baldwin. This is not where somebody jumps over and hangs on the rim. He's just going straight up, and he's elbow high on that rim, and then he dunks it, and he don't even hang on the rim. It's like he's giving us the gentleman's dunk.
Baldwin's going to call a timeout. I don't know really.
Yeah,
I think they thought they were going to get a 10-second call or something. I don't know why they would have called it.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, there's only 1.6 seconds
what are you going to
do? We'll keep it right here since there's only 1.6 seconds left in the quarter. But it's 40-22, 18-point lead. You know, once they got it up to that 20 points, Braves have chipped away a few times, but just can't.
Yeah. It's just hard to make that kind of against a team like this that's soundly on defense, and obviously all the shots are going their way. Braves just kind of hit a buzzsaw today so far. Maybe we can make some kind of big run here in the fourth quarter. And I mean, all teams have those kind of games where it just, ain't your time. It just don't. Especially when then you compound that by playing a pretty good looking Baldwin team here, and the Braves. That's kind of what this 18-point deficit has come to.
All right, Braves or Baldwin thrown in from right in front of the Braves bench.
Cooper Clark has checked in, along with 24. I don't have his number on my thing.
I think he's changed numbers on us. That is let's see.
Yeah.
3 at the buzzer on the way, no good. And the horn's going to sound to end of the third quarter. 40-22. Baldwin still maintaining that large lead. They're up by 18. We'll be back in 1 minute. Listen to Braves basketball.
Home Fun 91.
Well, Braves got a quarter to make up about 18 points, and let's see if they can get it started as they start the fourth quarter with the ball. And the Braves, Qualls dribbles it off his foot and then saves it in. What a job as he saved it into Booker. Now to McNutt, 3 on the way, no good, and a whistle and a foul on the Braves on the rebound. The ball went up by 18 with the ball, gets it ahead, and then they lose it right to Barnes. To McNutt. Now to Qualls for 3 on the way. In and out, no good. Barnes with the rebound. Feeds it back out to Booker. And they're going to call Booker for palming the basketball.
Again, just that kind of day. Turnovers are mounted up and just, can't seem to get any kind of rhythm offensively.
The Braves down 40-22. And now whistle, and Booker is going to get called for the foul.
I thought he tied it up, if anything. That's just 3 on him.
Substitution is coming in. Robertson's going to come back in for Johnson. Ball went down all the way to the lane. Left-hand layup won't go, but a foul on Robertson. Nope, they can call it on Barnes. I think Barnes like a bystander, and he got tagged with the foul.
Wait a minute. I wasn't even involved in that crime.
That's right. First free throw, no good. All free throws brought to you by Boyce Hollingsworth State Farm in Iuka. It's a 1-0-0-2 battleground drive. 4-2-3-59-31 as Hayes back to the line with the next free throw, and that rolls off. So he misses them both, and he could have made them both. They were that close. Booker with the rebound, takes it to the goal, now pulls it back out. Feeds McNutt, now back to Booker, now to Barnes. Barnes going to fire up a 3. That's off. It's an air ball, and it's going into the retired coaches, reporters, principals, and some other people we don't know who they are section.
The section has grown today. I mean, there's usually like 3 or 4 over there, and there's like 7 or 8.
Yeah,
kind of goes up the stairway.
People are taking advantage of our section over there that's supposed to be just for retired coaches and not just anybody sitting over there.
It's kind of like when you go to a ball game, like an Ole Miss or State game, and you see some really good seats that they're like on the 50-yard line. I'm just going to go sit in those.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Because they're not here anyway. Yeah.
The retired coaches are not here, so we'll all just sit down there. We're going to have to go and start ejecting some people.
Can I see your ticket stub, please?
Right. Can I see your credentials that you were a coach? If not, you're out of here. 40-22. Baldwin. Now they really are putting the ball in the freezer. I mean, they're passing up open shots now.
Yeah, it's just time to milk the clock for them. We're trying to foul, and they won't call anything.
Now they try a backdoor pass. That's not what the coach wanted, I'm sure, because that was a low percentage pass, and the Braves make the steal and go the other way. McNutt tries to feed it, and the ball's turned over. Now we got 3 on 1, and going all the way to 8th grade Craven. Shot no good. They get the rebound, put it back up and in. Hey, we're just glad right there that Ewan didn't dunk that one. Q for three is good. And the Braves are going to take a timeout. 42-25. Still got 5.5 minutes to go. Stranger things have happened.
Well, I mean, hey, that's a good sign for Q because we all know he could rip off 4 more just like that.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to, like we keep talking about, they're going to have to stop that deliberate offense because you can't let them milk off a couple of minutes every time. Reminder, our next broadcast will be Tuesday night, back into division play. Amory comes to town. That'll be on the 7th. We'll have our full court press show coming back, and we got a couple of guests lined up, don't we?
Yeah, we are on the plan right now. Unless something changes, we're going to have Superintendent Christy Hollick, Tishomingo County Schools, and then we're going to have assistant coach for the girls. We call him Shooter, Corey Gladwell.
We'll tell that story.
We'll get him to tell that story, why we call him Shooter and how he earned that name with the radio broadcast team. And so, we're excited to be able to talk to Superintendent Christy Holly and to Corey Gladwell next week.
Ball comes in, and Baldwin throws it away, and Baldwin's coach is not happy with his team. The Braves force the turnover. That's the start of it. Now you got to turn them turnover into points.
Landon Edge is checked in.
That kicks it out. There's Qualls, 3 on the way. That ball was deflected. And Baldwin with the rebound. And after he deflected, he took it all the way to the other end and takes the snowbird and lays it in.
Yeah, he kind of snuck down court. Nobody from the Braves saw him. Easy layup there for Baldwin.
Lead back to 19. Cannot chip away here. 4:45 to go.
He got foul.
Foul, and we're going to send Kason McNutt to the free throw line with 3 free throws.
3 shots. Hey, that's what you want. You want to score when the clock's not running for the Braves.
First foul. That may be the first foul in this half for them. They have not had many fouls.
No, not at all.
First free throw on the way is good. So 2 more coming. Lead down to 18 again. He makes the second one, leads down to 17.
Kason with 20, looking for his 21st point. He has 20 of the 27.
Amazing. Next one.
Oh.
He misses that one. So those free throws brought to you by Boyce Hollingsworth State Farm in Iuka. Baldwin breaks the press, gets it into the front court. Again, Baldwin's in no hurry. Braves chasing the ball. And now they throw it away. Baldwin throws it away. They did a better job of running the clock and stalling when they were just running their offense.
I know it, yep. Sometimes teams do that, and, they end up hurting themselves more than helping.
Shot by McNutt.
Tough shot and made it.
Leads down to 15. Chipping away. Here comes a double team and a jump ball. Possession will stay with Baldwin, but Braves will get the next one.
Hey, don't you love the effort that you're seeing here by the Braves?
Yeah, they didn't quit. They have not quit.
Right.
There comes pressure in the backcourt again. Braves doing a good job right now. They've got to be getting close. Yeah, man, that had to be like 9.9. And now they're going to go call a foul on Qualls.
Yeah, he grabbed him around the waist. That was I think the Braves are going to get that point now. They're going to start putting him at the free throw line, which is what I would do, once you get it.
Well, 1 more, and they'll go to the line.
Yeah.
So that's 4 fouls this quarter on the Braves. Yep, that was a little quick on the handoff. So Craven passed it in, took off, and took a handoff, but his foot was still on the line when he took the handoff. You don't see that very often.
No.
So Braves can knock it down even farther. Driving baseline, shot up and in.
Edge.
He's got the edge as he gets 2. And the lead is down to 13. Baldwin trying to pull it out. Pass down low, shot is good. Braves lost the guy on the baseline. Now they get it up to Robertson. His 3 on the way is no good. Rebound taken down by Baldwin. And now a whistle and a foul on Qualls. And now they're going to shoot free throws. But I don't know if Craven's the guy you want to send to the
Yeah,
line.
probably not. I don't know if that was one of those that you were thinking going for the steal there. Didn't mean to foul him. It's definitely, I don't think, the one that you want to be intentionally fouling to try to cut into the lead. Maybe we just jinxed him and he'll miss both of them.
Never know. First free throw is an air ball. Well, maybe they knew more than we did. Maybe that's the part of his game that needs work because all the other parts look pretty good. Next free throw, and he gets that one. So he hits 1 out of 2. Boyce Hollingsworth State Farm free throws. Braves the other way. Back out. Robertson, 3 on the way. No good. Braves just cannot get a consistent shot going from anywhere right now. Swinging out. Top of the circle. Oh, there's a steal by Booker, but he couldn't track it down. And we're going to get a timeout by Baldwin. 47-31, still 2:54 to go. Baldwin leads by 16 back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Braves basketball.
On for 91.
Welcome back to Braves basketball. 47-31. Baldwin led 40-22 at the half. And still lead by 16. It's going to be Baldwin's basketball coming out of the break. Ball comes in. Craven draws the double team. And passes out of it. They get it down low to the goal. Layup is good. Man.
They're just strong inside.
Ewan's killing us.
I mean, they get the ball on the blocks. It's 80% chance they're going to score.
Yeah.
Short.
There's an air ball 3 on the other end by the Braves, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Baldwin's basketball. Back up by 18 again. Still 2.5 to go. Barnes coming back in for Robertson.
But, you know, this is a good it's the kind of team you want to play if you're Tisch County. You know, you're getting a division game against Amory coming back up. So, you know, you want to don't want to lose, obviously, but being challenged by a good team, that'll tune you up for this division game coming up.
Yeah, I would imagine that Amory's probably a fairly similar team to this. Pass down low. There's Ewan again. He finally missed one, but he gets the rebound back and just resets the offense.
Boy, he's long and he can jump.
Yeah,
he's got a quick jump. Like I said, we saw him, flat-footed jump up and dunk it with both hands.
He's smooth too. I mean, you know, if you didn't know, if I didn't tell you he had dunked the ball, you would never know. There was no excitement to the dunk. It was just
like he's the rim and everything's shaking. It's like you said, it's a smooth dunk.
Yeah. There's a basket. Now they're up by 20. Matches their biggest lead of the game. And a 3 on the other end of the Braves is no good. And the rebound goes out of bounds. And now I think the Braves are going to take a timeout. 1:40 to go, 51-31. Braves trail by 20. We'll pause for 1 minute. Listen to Braves basketball.
On for 91.
Braves basketball. Only about a minute and a half to go here in the ball game. And it's been mostly Baldwin here this afternoon. As again, they get it down low.
I'm going to say of their 53, at least 40 of them are paint points, are they not?
And Ewan's probably got half of that.
Yeah.
As he gets another layup. And he doesn't, and there's a steal out front. Craven going all the way to the goal.
Quick
and then
hands
lost it.
Quick hands there by Kaysen to tip it out.
Knocked it off the Baldwin player's leg and out of bounds. The Braves get it back.
But I think he was thinking about a dunk. What do you think?
I would have been careful. When somebody's that close to you, you don't know if you want to dunk or not. And now we got substitutions coming in. So Baldwin has pretty much brought in 5 new players except for Ewan. Ewan's still on the floor down here.
He may be going for some kind of personal record.
There's a 3 out front is good by Casey McNutt. And it's 53-34, under a minute to go. And now a whistle and the ball out of bounds to be Braves basketball.
23 points for Kaysen McNutt.
23 of the Braves' 34. It's a pretty good percentage.
It is.
You got to figure he's the only Brave player in double figures.
Oh, absolutely.
Spin move, shot up and rolls out, tip back up and in. Well, I tell you what.
Who got that tip in?
It was, well, if you hadn't started me in the line, it's Booker. He got the shot and the tip in. Now whistle and a foul.
Yeah, kind of a loose ball, and Braves going to get called for the foul, but it's going to send ball into the line. I think it was on Barnes. We'll see.
At this point, with only 24 seconds left, it really don't matter, does it?
It does not.
So to the free throw line is Hastings. His first free throw on the way is good. Back to a 18-point lead again. And he makes a pair. Free throws brought to you by Boyce Hollingsworth State Farm in Iuka. McNutt gonna fire up a three, ball on the way. No good. Rebound taken down by Baldwin. Braves still pressuring the backcourt with 7 seconds. Baldwin crosses half court. That should do it. Baldwin's going to win this one by a final score of 55-36. The loss drops the Braves to 13-6 overall, and they remain 1-1 in the division. You got any,
with a game ball.
You got any numbers other than Kaysen going over there?
Kaysen got 25 points, 6 points for Chase Booker, 3 points for Qualls, and 2 points for Robinson.
Again, the Braves lose this one in the nightcap, but you can call it a nightcap here in the middle of the day, by a final score of 55-36. It's pretty much all Baldwin in this game, and the Braves fall to 13-6 overall. They remain 1-1 in the division. Earlier today in the matinee affair, it was all Lady Braves. They got out to a 25-3 lead in the first quarter, led by 40 at the half, and cruised with the clock running and a lot of players playing to a 70-27 win on the year. That puts them to 15-0. They remain 2-0 in the division as they head to the Tangle on the Trail, which is coming up Saturday morning. They're scheduled to play at 11:30 as they'll take on Madison Central. In the game before that, you'll see Choctaw Central will be playing. And, I mean, if you want to make a good day, I know Michael's planning on going, if you want to make a good day of basketball, listen to this lineup. You got Choctaw Central, First Hernando, Tishomingo County, and Madison Central, Boonville, and Oak Grove, Louisiana.
Yeah.
And then you got Pontotoc and Chelsea, Alabama. Biloxi plays Callaway. Hoover, Alabama, and Tupelo. How's that for a game?
Yeah.
Ingomar and Brandon, Starkville, and Neshoba Central, and Belmont plays Olive Branch. What a day of basketball.
You'll see some of the top girls players around.
In the South.
In the South.
Three or four state area again.
Yeah.
Well, all right, that's going to do it for us. We will be back on next Tuesday on the 7th as Amory comes to town. And Braves and Lady Braves will get back in division play for the first time in 2025. You got anything to add?
That's it. We'll be back in division play. Starts back next week, like you said. Looking forward to it.
All right, we'll have full court press back at you Tuesday, both half times. Until then, we will see you Tuesday. Thanks for listening to Braves basketball
on Fun 91.